The automotive industry constantly evolves, with new and improved models being released yearly. With a growing demand for eco-friendly vehicles and technological advancements, choosing the best car to buy in 2025 can be overwhelming. However, one model that stands out among the rest is the Hyundai IONIQ 5 and Motor Authority. In this video, we will discover what's so special in the Hyundai IONIQ 5N that has almost broken all the records in the market. Hyundai has hit it big with its innovative creation, the all-electric IONIQ 5N SUV. It isn't just an electric car, it's a statement that's a testament to Hyundai's commitment to responsible and high-performance driving. It was recently crowned Best Car to Buy 2025 by none other than the Motor Authority. So how did the IONIQ 5N snag this coveted title? Motor Authority had the hard task of picking just one winner from a pool of newly designed luxury and performance vehicles. They put all these cars through their paces, evaluating every facet of their performance. Everything was scrutinized, including how fast the cars could sprint, how smoothly they handled bends, how stylish they looked, the features they came packed with, and even how much bang they offered for the buyer's buck. As it turns out, the IONIQ 5N shone bright in all these categories. Price was not a deciding factor, but its value proposition was unbeatable. After all was said and done, the IONIQ 5N stood out as the most appealing ride to car enthusiasts. Let's talk about why the Hyundai IONIQ 5N has earned the title of Motor Authority's Best Car to Buy in 2025. It goes beyond the fact that driving this car is an absolute blast. Hyundai has managed to create a masterpiece by activating every exhilarating feature they have in their mechanical toolbox. They transformed their IONIQ 5 model into 5N, a beast that's powered by two electric engines, one at each axle. These engines pack a punch, giving 601 horsepower and a torque of 545 pound-for-foot. You'll find a function called N Grin Boost on board the IONIQ 5N, which is Hyundai's way of putting a smile on your face. This feature kicks the power up a notch by 40 horsepower, taking the total all the way to an impressive 641 HP. And all you have to do to unleash this added power is press a red NGB button on your steering wheel's right side. You might think an extra 40 horsepower wouldn't be noticeable when you're already speeding along a 90 mph on a racetrack, especially considering the car weighs 4,861 pounds. The IONIQ 5N doesn't just move, it soars from 0 to 60 mph in an unbelievable 3.3 seconds. Despite carrying a weight that's 813 pounds higher than the Tesla Model 3 Performance model and 1,565 pounds more than the fuel-powered Elantra N, the Hyundai IONIQ 5N handles its weight impressively. Its balance is impeccable, and it sits incredibly low due to its 88.4 kilowatt-hour battery pack tucked neatly below the cabin floor. Swinging this car around corners is almost effortless, and due to smartly designed power delivery technology, it's more than ready to get a bit adventurous by sliding out its rear end. Recovering from the slide is just as fun, smartly adjusting the throttle or leaving a trail of tire smoke while drifting around. The IONIQ 5N doesn't just slide, it comes with a performance that's eerily similar to the snap, crackle, and pop sounds that usually come from a petrol guzzling car. Hyundai has taken a shot at making the electric car mimic a traditional car, and they've hit the bullseye. You can use paddle shifters to control 8 simulated gear shifts, and the car's smart software integrates power buildup with imaginary revolutions per minute. These ultra-fast gear shifts can either be automatic or directly controlled through the paddle shifters mounted on the steering wheel. And if you're not in the mood for all these fancy features, you can switch everything off and enjoy a smooth, straightforward ride typical of an electric car. Imagine being on the racetrack, driving the exceptional IONIQ 5N. As you're driving, you'll find that the power delivery involves moments of pause, the effect of simulated gear shifts. This means that the car does not build up power rapidly, but doesn't skip a beat when it comes to maintaining speed. The simulated noise might confuse you, but don't worry. It's there to make your whole driving journey more real. Ever found yourself bored, stuck in traffic on a winding back road, longing for some sort of entertainment? Those gear shifts you'd feel simulated in the IONIQ 5N can turn the downtime into a fun experience. In fact, it's so realistic it might even fool unknowing passengers into thinking there's a real mechanical engine purring beneath the hood of your high-tech IONIQ 5N. Now, when it comes to performance, the IONIQ 5N doesn't ask you to compromise much. There is, however, its hefty weight, which may curb its nimbleness around tight corners and speedy chicanes. The other fallout of its weight is that it tends to wear down tires swiftly. Yeah, this is just a small hint of reality blended into the revolutionary experience of driving an IONIQ 5N. When talking about sports cars, efficiency doesn't usually leap to mind, and the IONIQ 5N fits that mold to some degree, even though it performs a little better than you may predict. However, the range it provides may not fully satisfy many users' expectations. It typically averages 2.7 miles per kilowatt hour, around 238 miles of potential range. This surpasses the EPA-rated 220 miles, but neither figure is impressively large, and both are notably shy of the wishful 300-mile benchmark. The issue isn't necessarily with efficiency, but it's more attributable to the high-grip 275/35R21 Pirelli P0 Corsa tires placed in all four corners. While great for traction and performance, these tires are notorious for their battery consumption properties. Equating it to a Civic Type R, the IONIQ 5N doesn't blend into the background easily. It takes on a confident, youthful character, shouting, "Check me out," with its flamboyant features. It has a generously proportioned rear wing, a pronounced rear diffuser, side sill extensions, and a deep front splitter. The design isn't subtle, but for many, that's the appeal. It is a sports car that does what it says on the tin. Take a peek inside the IONIQ 5 and you'll find it's much like its standard counterpart. It comes equipped with a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster paired with a 12.3-inch touchscreen for easy navigation. You'll also notice a new center console that comes padded, adding an element of protection for the knees. The Hyundai team has brought in N Sport buckets for the front seats, but don't worry, they're not too restraining in nature. Faithful to the standard IONIQ 5, the back seat has this peculiar seating position where knees are raised due to the battery pack lodged into the floor. Hold the steering wheel, face the central screen, and wow, you're welcomed by a multitude of performance customization features. The IONIQ 5N gives you the freedom to fine-tune all these features for a variety of experiences. You can even meddle with a torque distribution, letting you prioritize either the front or rear. Overall, it's safe to say that the Hyundai IONIQ 5N provides a revolutionary driving experience for anyone who appreciates power and performance with a touch of traditional car features. Its smart technology and customizable options make it a standout among electric cars in its class. For $67,475, including a $1,375 destination charge, you can own the IONIQ 5N. It's not just any car. It's an electric sports car that stands unparalleled in the EV or sports car market. It's an electric sports car that's more than just good. It's excellent. It's engaging, thrill-filled, and fun nature brings it to the forefront, crowning it as the Motor Authority best car to buy in 2025. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting content. Let us know what you want to see next. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.